Hey guys, welcome to my channel Learn Chess TV. This is a game that happened recently between Magnus Carlsen and Vishwanathan Anand in the Tata Steel Blitz Open. The game went on like this. This is the London system, guys. You need to know this opening. It's a pretty important setup. It usually ends up in drawish positions. I don't know why Magnus Carlsen decided to play this opening, but then this is how the game went though. It usually gives equal positions after the opening ends, and there's a lot of exchange between the pieces. Now there's the possibility of bishop a6, trying to exchange this bishop, because as you can see, when all the pawns are on the dark squares, the light squared bishop becomes very strong. So black would probably intend to exchange the bishops, and Vishwanathan Anand did just that. This knight is in a strong position, guys. c4. If captured, then obviously the queen would be captured here. Knight d3, rook d6. It's all equal until here, guys. It's not really that interesting, except that these are both very higher level players playing here. So the moves are pretty solid and you can really expect that. It's just that this pawn is being attacked and black is trying to create as many defenders as possible with the rook and with the queen here. And black is trying to do something on the queen side by promoting the pawn on the a file, a5 to a4, and creating pressure on this pawn here. It's equal here, guys, not just materially but then positionally as well. It's pretty much equal here. g4. I'm not sure if this is the right move, because there was a lot of there was like a fortress here for the white's king, and all of a sudden if g4 is played, there's the possibility of losing the fortress on the king side. But then obviously black can't really move any pieces and bring the pieces to the king side and make a difference significantly. So that's not happening immediately. So Carlsen is pretty sure of what he's playing. As I said, Vishy Anand is obviously trying to bring his pieces to the king side. He got his rook here that is freed up on this file, and then by moving this pawn to e5, he's obviously trying to open up the position and create some kind of distinct advantage for himself. I'm not sure if capturing was the right move, but then Mr. Carlsen did capture the pawn on e5. A lot of pawns being given here, guys. A lot of pawns. You can see that this pawn was defended by the knight on d7, but then as the knight moved to b6, this pawn was given away, and there's a clear advantage for white here. We shall see how white capitalized the advantage though, because it's not winning right away, but then we shall see how Carlsen played this game further. Queen d8. Queen d8 is not really the best move. Probably exchanging the queens would have been better because queen into c5, knight takes c5. Black could have captured the pawn on e5, and once white captured the pawn, playing this again, and then there's an attack on this one and this one as well. So if white moved his knight to somewhere, probably knight d3, then black can capture this pawn, and materially the pawns are equal on the board. There's a good chance to make a draw. That would have been the better move. Capturing the queen would have been the better move, but Anand chose to play queen d8. Magnus played rook g2, defending the pawn on g5. Rook f8, queen b5. Magnus is trying to do something on the queen side here. Probably the reason for him to play queen b5 was because he wanted to promote the pawn on c4 to c5, and then once the knight moves elsewhere, he can bring his queen to c4 and put a pressure on this rook here, because he has nowhere to go. Now the queen has no other places to go, so he's trying to create spots for his queen and bring his queen to the game as well. Anand is trying to attack this piece and do something on the king side. Knight c5, rook g6. This pawn is attacked. Queen d6 check. It's not really much of a threat here. Not really much happening, to be honest. King g1. Rook takes g5. The reason for Anand to play rook takes g5 is if rook takes g5, then there's a draw, obviously. I hope you see this. Rook g3 check. Rook takes g3, queen takes g3. King either to h1 or f1. Doesn't really matter, because king h1, then this would be captured, or even that's not really required as well. Queen h3 check, king g1, queen g3 check, king h1. This is a perpetual, guys. If king f1, queen f3 check. This is a perpetual, and Carlsen would have obviously seen that, and he's materialistically better and positionally significantly better in this position, so he decided to play knight e4, and Anand resigned here, because if at all rook takes b5, which is the only possible logical move, then knight takes d6, and if this pawn is captured, you can see that this pawn could be promoted to e7, and there is no way to stop the promotion of the pawn on e8, and white would therefore win the game. Thus Anand resigned here, and I liked this game, guys. I hope you enjoyed the analysis of the game. If you did, then hit the like button, and don't forget to follow my channel, guys. Hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you.